Hello everyone, welcome again in Eng-Man YouTube channel. So in this video, we will continue our learning on simple modeling. And as usual, we will use the Navigator software. And this case is actually a case of CO2 sequestration in saline aquifer. But we will not deal with the CO2 sequestration topic actually. We are going to focus just on the simple modeling first. Okay, so today's topic is about reducing the number of grids. As you can see, if we go to definitions, we have 101 grids in X direction, in Y direction, and 50 grids along Z directions. And this is the amount, the number of the active blocks reaching to 500,000. All right, and this model is huge. Okay, and especially in compositional modeling, like the case with CO2 sequestration, the computation time, the simulation time will be quite long. And we basically don't like that because we want to run maybe hundreds or even thousand cases to, to perform risk assessment pertaining to the CO2 sequestration. So we we don't want too many grids actually in our model. And that's why I want to reduce the number of the grids while still maintaining the dimension of the model, the dimension of the reservoir, the aquifer. Okay, so how to do that? First, I will check this grid line so you can see, and you can even count the number of grids, the number of blocks in X, Y, and Z direction. And if we measure the dimension, I'm going to use the ruler here. So in X direction, we have 5,000 feet, okay? And in Y direction, should be the same, okay? And in Z direction, it's to the bottom. It's around 100 feet. Sorry, it's 100 feet, yeah. And I want to reduce the number of grids, but still maintaining the dimension. Okay, so we will be careful. We'll reduce the number of blocks, but the size of each block will be changed in such a way that we will maintain the dimension of the aquifer. Okay, so it's going to be quite easy. We go to files, go to the dataset, and the number of grids here. First, the dimensions. Okay, so here 101, how many? Let's say I want to keep 51 like this. And this one from 50, I'm going to, yeah, maybe we can first maintain the 50, okay? Just to make it simpler. And then, all right, so 51, 51. So here we have to change the poro. So it should be 1 to 51, okay? And then 51, 51, 51. Yeah, it's not that complicated, right? That's why we call this simple modeling, which is useful, not in real simulation, but in study simulation, it's very powerful. Okay, all right. And okay. And then the X. Now we want to maintain the size of the, of the reservoir, of the aquifer. So maybe to make to make it still 5,000 feet. So it should be, if it is this one, so we are going to double to 100. Okay, that easy, right? So 100 multiplied by 50, okay, multiplied by 50, it's going to be 5,000. We will not change the z direction. And then 51, 51 like this. Okay, 51. Okay, and then rock include now fluid properties, and now solubly no equals. All right, I think we are good. I think we are good. Double check, double check. Photo. Okay, I think we are good. Just save. And of course, we will change the location as well. Props, nothing to worry about. For props, should be no problem. Okay. And then schedule. This is important. Now, the location. Okay. So for the location, it should be, if it is 50, 51, let's make it 26. Okay. Like this. And then the comdat 26, 26. I hope we don't make it any mix, don't make any mistake here. Right, this is the location of the completion, the perforation at X and Y 26, and this is the location of the well, X and Y 26. Okay. Okay, now let's reload. Hopefully we didn't make any error. Okay, so it's quite easy. Just click on reload model. Okay. Okay, we are successful, by the way. All right. Now go to definitions. Now we have 51 and X, 51 and Y and 50 for NZ. You can see we cut the amount of the total blocks. That's very useful to reduce the computation time, the simulation time. Okay, and we have like this. And of course, you want to measure the size of your reservoir, your aquifer, from this one to that one. You see, we still maintain 5,000 feet for X direction and for Z direction as well. Should be the same. Good. And we didn't change the Z layer. And regarding the location, we still keep our well at the center of the model. So it's good. Okay. And you can see the location here. So this is X1, X50. All right. And then, yeah. And what about the location of the perforation? I think there is no problem. This one, the location of the grid, 26, 26. Change it to intersection, and then uncheck everything and select 26. So it's like this. Okay. And then uncheck show grid. There you go, you have the completion. If you move, you will have the completion there. Okay, so I think we are going to stop here. Maybe in the next video, I'm going to, again, further cut down the number of the grids, but we will focus on the Z layer. Okay, until then, see you and thank you.